Hi guys, my name is Emeka Craig and welcome to yet another video from Careful Optimist. So today is going to be more like a quick reaction / unboxing. There's something new that came into the studio and I would like to open it here, with you, and we'll look into it. It's a lapel wireless mic, so let's check out what's inside of it. I don't have my cutter around, so bear with me as I do this in a somewhat primitive and old-fashioned way. Okay, so what do we have? We have a pouch. Wow. Okay, that's already good. That is very difficult to open. The Velcro is quite strong. And then we have the actual microphones. So what we have here is 2 transmitters and 1 receiver. Okay? So for those of you who don't know, this is a 2-person lapel wireless mic. The use case scenario is, for instance, when you want to interview 2 persons, or when you are filming 2 persons, then you mic each and every one of them. Yeah. And this is like an upgrade to the original Wireless Go from Rode, which was just with 1 transmitter. But this time around, they have made 2 transmitters. Where we are now in 2022, this is the direction that all the wireless microphones are going. To give you an example, which is one of the reasons why I am upgrading, is that before now I was using the Ceramonics Blink 500. This is what we have here. Yeah. And I've used it for like about a year, but over time it's become a bit of a problem, in the sense that, first of all, it does not have any form of display to show you, any form of indication to show you the levels or the settings, which of course the Rode Wireless Go 2 has. But before that even, my biggest problem has been the battery. At first, it was okay, it was fine, the batteries were okay. But with time, it wasn't holding up anymore. If you're one of those who like to charge your devices way before you use them, then you are going to be in big trouble with this. Because these days, when I charge them and I leave them, and I say, okay, I want to pick it up and record or something or use it, I realize it's all been discharged and it leaves me out in the cold oftentimes. There's actually 1 microphone I would have gotten, and it's from DJI. DJI, Ronin, the makers of the drones and all of that, they've come up with their own wireless microphone, but it's not yet out. It's been out, yes, but it's scarce now. For some reason, it's disappeared. And it is reappearing here in Europe sometime in March. That's the one I would have wanted to buy, because it's as if they were looking at the Rode Wireless Go 2 and discovering some of the downsides and some of the things they didn't get right, and sort of like making their own microphone to correct all of those. For instance, with the DJI, it comes with a case actually, where you can charge all of the devices at once. And there's just so many other features where it really corrected some of the downsides of the Rode Wireless Go 2. So what I have read or seen in reviews, by the way, I'm going to put a link of that comparison in the description section of this video. What they have in common is that, and which is really amazing, that there is an onboard recording, and I'm going to come back to this now when I speak of the features for which I am upgrading. Onboard recording, both of them, the DJI and the Rode Wireless Go has got these features. However, where the DJI takes a step further is that you can just plug into your computer and transfer your files. Meanwhile, with the Rode Wireless Go, you need to go through the Rode Central interface that you have to first of all download into your laptop, and then you go through that process that everyone who owns a Rodecaster Pro knows, which is that you have to manually export every of your audio file, and it usually takes long. That's already a downside for me. In fact, it's one of the reasons why I would immediately go for the DJI, because I tell you, in real life, that's a lot of waste of time that you could save just by copying and pasting your audio files where it's supposed to be. Anyway, let's get back to looking at what comes with the Rode Wireless Go 2. So like I said, there are two transmitters and one receiver. And now you have this windshield. It clips to this, just in case that you are filming outside and you want to cut off the wind. This is really handy. Now, another thing is that it's got a clip here. So you have this clip here and you can basically attach it. And this is how you get to use it. And I'm going to come to that later, because this is also why this microphone is amazing. And then cables to support. So 3 USB-C cables for charging the device separately. And with the Rode Wireless Go 2, we always have to carry 3 cables, and you have to find 3 different outlets to charge these things every point in time. Good thing though is that it comes with a nice pouch that you can throw it all in, and the pouch is spacious, so it can also contain your cables and all of that without having to squeeze things in, which I really hate. I really hate small pouches that makes you want to squeeze things in. All right, so that's about it. Now, speaking of why I decided to upgrade, I have made some notes here, which I am just basically going to read out. So like I said, it has onboard recording, and that is amazing, because it means that while you are recording into whatever device you're using, be it your camera, your mobile phone, or in my case, even the Rodecaster Pro, you can also record into the device itself. So it serves as a backup, for the most part, it's a backup. You have some times where the signal drops. That is to say, the connection between the transmitters and the receiver drops. But because you are recording directly into the device, you can always salvage that drop by checking the recording that you have made into this. But also, it makes things a little bit more flexible. That is to say, you can just basically plug and play. You can just use the transmitters, put them, and just record, knowing that they're going directly into the device itself on board. What's also interesting is that you can record in mono or in stereo. You can either decide that you want to merge the two recordings coming from the two transmitters at once so that it will be one file, or you can decide to record them separately because you are going to edit or even adjust the level of each voice in post-production. So this is amazing. Another thing again is that it has, like I have already mentioned, it has displays. Let me see if I can put it on now. Okay, yeah, so it comes on, and you also see, most importantly, the battery level, because you want to know this. This is something that Ceramonics cannot tell you in any way. You only get a blink once the battery is going down, and there is no telling when it's going to die on you. Now, speaking of compatibility with several devices, the Rode Wireless Go 2 is very versatile. Now let's begin with the generic recording with your camera, but it goes beyond that. There's also recording into your mobile phone, but also into your computer or iPad, because you can easily connect the receiver with your USB cable into your computer, and all of a sudden you are ready to record into your computer as a source. Imagine that you can use it for your Zoom meetings, and your live stream, but also for all the vloggers who are like mobile vloggers or on-the-go vloggers. Say you are traveling. It means that because of the portability, but also because of this compatibility with different devices, you always have a good microphone with you to record your audio. It has a windshield to protect and save your sound in very windy conditions outside. So I see this being like something you must have in your bag. You know, when you say, what is inside my bag for traveling, for moving around, you must always have your Rode Wireless Go there just to capture audio, because it works with your camera, but also with your mobile phone and any other device that you have around you just to record. In any way you want your workflow to be, it's there to serve you, and this is really good. One of the reasons why I bought it is because I'll be traveling soon, and much of how I'm going to be recording will be on my mobile phone, but also on the go. So this is where I hope to test this really properly. I'm looking forward to using it, putting it through its paces, and come back to you with an in-depth review of how this has served me. Going forward, what I'm going to be looking out for is, first of all, the sound quality, but also the battery life and the ease of use, especially with transferring audio from the onboard recording or the onboard recorded audio into the computer to work with, because I see myself using this onboard recording a lot. That's about it. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Maybe you're using this already. Maybe there's something that I have missed out. Maybe there's something you want to add to this quick reaction. Please do so in the comment section. And for those of you who are watching me for the first time, welcome to the channel. This is Careful Optimist, where we review tech and gadgets that we love and we use for our daily and artistic creative workflow. Yeah, welcome, and please subscribe and press that notification bell so that you get more videos like this. Thank you so much, and have a lovely day or night depending on your time zone, and see you in the next video, which will be pretty soon.